Hello everyone, today is Thursday, September the 25th, 2025, and I am here for what may be known as round 2B, or the fourth set of my chemo treatments. That means that when this is done, I will be technically a third of the way through. Yay God. So we are getting there. There is nothing to see, so I don't think I have to warn you, but you might see some the white gauze right here on my arm, and so nothing scary to see. But they have done the dressing for the PICC line very differently this time, and that's because on Tuesday, after having a wonderful time with Stevie's first daughter, third child, with Sheena and her husband Matt. Hi guys. After having a wonderful time of hanging out and having supper and visiting with them in Bracebridge, we got as far as Huntsville, and I needed to call to the after hours clinic. I was in a lot of pain, and they said that I should get over to the emergency in the Huntsville Hospital ASAP and make certain there weren't any blood clots or anything. So the good news was there weren't any blood clots. The PICC line was all in place. They did x-rays to make sure that everything was as it should be. They did an ultrasound and everything was as it should be. What the problem was is that I've had something on my skin since August the 14th. And it had inflamed around the area so much that the pain was beyond comprehension. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Just think like really bad burn victim or something is really the only way I could explain it to you. So instead of putting bandages of like the see-through kind on that we've been using all this time, where you can actually see what's happening, they're using this gauze kind, and there's actually silver on there, like kind of a silver patch type of thing, and special antibiotic things to help heal the area, because it's a mess, to say the least, which is what we wondered, if that type of a thing would happen. And the nurses have been wonderful, moving where the entrance port is all the time, and taping that in different areas, which has been good and given my skin time to breathe. But you can't move the entrance site, and so since August, it has had something over top of it to keep it safe and to make certain that I don't get an infection. But my skin was trying to make its own infection, so that was my problem. So now I have this, which feels much more comfortable, much softer. Don't have to be able to see anything, so that's kind of a nice relief on my brain. I'm sure it'll be better for James and Steve. I cannot get it wet at all, so this should be very interesting when it comes to keeping clean. I have ordered some plastic shower cap sleeve things to help, and hopefully they won't take too long to get here, so that I can put that on and keep safe and clean. But it's all good, and I'm feeling in very good spirits. My chemo pieces have just started, so I still have my brains with me, and I'm glad about that. And everyone has been really good. Everything's been going really well. One other thing that happened to me that doesn't happen often, and it was after, I think it was after the last time I talked to you. I don't know, I did have one day that I did feel very, very nauseous. I wasn't sick to my stomach, yay God, but I was exceedingly nauseous. But they've got special meds that you take that like knock gravel out of the water. And I remembered, because I haven't had to take them. So I remembered, yay God, that I had them, and I took one, and it helped. It took a little bit, but it did. It helped the nausea go away, and I was actually able to sleep, and it was good. So I have been exceedingly blessed during this whole time. I did find out that actually just today that the meds that they're giving me, like the chemo and everything, when we first started this journey, and I talked with the oncologist whom I have now, Dr. Desmarais, I said to him, treat me like a child. Treat my system like a child, because I will react very, very quickly to anything and everything you give me if I'm going to. In fact, they gave me an antibiotic with an IV on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning at the Huntsville Hospital. And it was a brand new kind for me, and we discovered I can't take it. I was allergic to it, yay. So that wasn't good, but I was in the right place for that to happen, so that's okay. And they gave me Benadryl after, so the swelling went down, and the itching stopped, and the confusion went away. It was fun. So, Dr. Desmarais, I discovered actually, as they were getting my medications today and getting them ready, one of the nurses mentioned that the doses that I'm taking are not as strong as some of the other folk that are in here, that they seem to have been metered off for me. So I'm so glad that he listened to me. Now, the hope is possibly that after this one, 2 more and I'll be halfway through. And there is the possibility that they might do the CAT scans again, do the PET scans again, do all the different things to check and see if the cancer is still there or not. Wouldn't it be absolutely awesome if it wasn't? But the question will be, this will be the only problem, right? Because the medication I'm taking is not as strong as it could be or maybe should be, I may have to go the whole 6 months through, which would take me into the middle of February, I guess it is. But we will see. If I'm done, that'd be totally God. If I'm not done, it's still God. I'm still trusting Him. He still has this. He's still looking after me. I am not going to complain. I do not understand any of this, but I trust Him. Even Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, not impressed at all. But there was a beautiful nurse, Karen, who was the one that does the triage and checks you all in. And turns out that her sister also went through Hodgkin's lymphoma, and she actually had stem cell stuff done. It's not in my set, so I really don't understand, but whatever it was that they did for her, she's recovering very, very well and doing really well. So that was wonderful. So praise the Lord for that. And then as it turned out, Karen, she sorry, things are starting to sit in apparently. Karen is a Christian. That's what I wanted to say. That Karen is a Christian, and she kind of took me on as, like, she kind of became my nurse, even though she was still doing triage, and she would just call up, my name is Shannon, and she'd come and check on me, and was there for Steve, and I helped with the changing of the bandages and everything, but is praying for me, and prayed for me there, and is praying for me now, I know. And that is such a blessing to have met her, and to meet another Christian in the midst of all that, and to know that she, along with you, are praying for me. That's part of bearing one another's burdens, right? And looking after one another, and yeah. Yay. This is why I started the video sooner than later, because I wanted to maybe escape some of this. So I'm going to pause for just a moment. Just give me a second here. So while I'm in here, I'm very blessed that they bring along a little food for me. I have my tea from this morning. And I've also got a turkey sandwich, which I'm going to enjoy in a few moments. I brought some mustard. I got cranberry juice, which is great. That'll feel good. I am in my own little room again here. Not so many spiders today, yay God. I'll get you across over here. And I gotta watch because I got a short leash. But it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood today. I think it's going to be about 23 or 24 degrees today, so I'm hoping I'll get a chance to enjoy that as well. And actually, being here in my own room is very different than being in Sudbury. But I don't mind it because it means that I can take these few moments to say hello and to share with you and to let you know how my world is going and to say thank you along the way. I am going to put up as a thumbnail a picture that we were able to take, I guess the last time we were up in Sudbury. We nipped over to the CHEMO area, and because they have, I think I've mentioned to you, I'm not certain, this huge poster. There's a little, there's a sign on the wall out there somewhere, and it's a whole list of things of what cancer cannot do, because we talk about how awful cancer is, which it is, and the evils thereof, and all the different things that you go through and all these things. But there's this big poster, and they got a little sign here, but they got this big poster in Sudbury, excuse me, of all the things that cancer cannot do. Like, it cannot steal your joy. It also says it cannot steal eternity from you. It cannot take away the spirit. And that has been so neat and so encouraging. So we took my picture beside the poster. So that's what I'm going to use as a thumbnail this time. I remembered to be able to tell you so you'll know where that picture is taken from this time through. So you can see on the wall behind me that it is, I'm going to read that backwards, about 12:15, and I've got about another half hour with this one medication. So I will take this time just to eat my lunch and enjoy my cranberry juice and just relax. And thank you guys again for checking in with me as I check in with you, and for continuing to keep myself as well as my family in prayer. My husband, my Steve, and our son James, and my mom, Bonnie. It means the world to us. I know I say that probably every time, but it's because I want you guys to know that it does, and to know that we can trust God in the midst of all of these things. I want this to be an encouragement to you. My headspace is getting better and better, even though I'm getting foggier and foggier. My headspace as a general is getting better and better. Do I still have anxiety when I have to do the shots? Yes. Do I still hate the whole thing? Yes. Do I still trust God? 100%. And no matter what you are going through right now, I want you to know you can trust Him. You may not understand it, but you can trust Him. He loves you. He truly, truly does. So the one song that's coming to my mind is one that I learned years and years ago when my father was a pastor in Scarborough. I think I might have been, I want to say maybe 11 or 12 when I heard this song. So very many years ago. I'll tell you true, about 40 years. And but it's a beautiful song, and it's just a short one. It's a little worship chorus, and it says, I can trust you, Lord, for you are my God. Shadow from the heat, shelter from the storm, my secret hiding place, my fortress and defense. I can trust you, Lord, faithful are you. He is faithful. It tells us in 2 Timothy that even when we mess up, when we are unfaithful, He is still faithful because he cannot disown himself. Blessings, everyone.